Good morning. Just a few things that have been keeping me awake at night. We are in the middle of an eclipse season, and no matter what you find yourself exploring or believing in at this time, whether you follow the astrology or the numerology or the energy and frequencies that are on the planet or anything else, I have had a very close relationship with the subtle energies of my own body, my own world, and this world that we all share. Within the last, I would say, 4 years, but the last 2 years very intensely. And the last couple of nights through this eclipse season, I can see what is starting to unravel before December 4th of 2021. And we move into the end of another year, the end of another full season, and the birth of light at the or the winter solstice. But what is eclipsing from me the most that I thought I wanted to share? And for any who even watch this, just know that this information may not be fully everything that you grasp. It may not carry your same belief systems, but if you are here listening and you move through this, you are ready. You are ready within yourself to also eclipse, per se. But I ask you, because of what I am experiencing myself, what is it that we find within ourselves when we no longer are attached to the narratives or the stories that are playing out on this planet, when we are no longer attached to the identities that we give ourselves, the stories that we tell ourselves, the wounds that we've attached to from past experiences, the belief systems that we have been placed under, that we have owned and attached to as our own belief systems. But when we allow everything that we actually can even possibly think about ourselves, about each other, about what's right and what's wrong, what's good and what's bad, about any of the polarities that can exist. But when we fully detach from any of that, find ourselves in that non-dualistic place where none of it is right or wrong, where none of it necessarily has to be something we identify with or we allow to draw our energy into. But when we unravel all of it and we truly sit with that space of non-judgment, of observing anything that appears before us, anything that has been placed in the mass media, on social media, in even just our communities and in our cultures, wherever we find ourselves at on this planet. At this time, when we unravel it all, what is left? And for me, this has been the biggest awakening this entire year, that I've kind of gone over and over and over and over and really tried to find what is left when all of that unravels. And in that space, there is only the opportunity for expansion. In that space, there's only the opportunity to connect to source energy. And with that connection of source energy, not only do I feel far more grounded in the vessel that I am riding, but also in the truths of what's really occurring and what's really, bless you, buddy, transpiring. Because when we sit in that inner space, that space within our heart that allows everything else to dissolve, that non-dualistic place that we are source energy appearing in this moment. Why? For me, the why has been, why am I appearing in this moment? Of all the past moments I could appear in, and all the past lives I could appear in, and all the possibly planets I could be appearing in. Why here? Why now? Why as this form? And the why is, bless you, Sonny. He keeps sneezing. The why is, for me, as I answer my own why, because that's the only thing we can do is answer those whys for ourselves. Not only to feel, face, observe, experience all of the traumas, all of the duality, all of the fullness of the spectrum in this dense form, the human body, but also because I see in the awareness, in the conscious awareness, that I am source energy appearing as Terra in any other name that I call myself or have been called by others for the expansion and to hold that expansion and that frequency here for shift. And it is in that more expanded space, in that more expanded state, where I see why the astrology, why the numerology, why everything is coming together in this moment, is because holding that higher frequency, expanding that from this one point of existence as source, connected to everything, connected throughout the field, throughout all of the external universe to the internal YO universe, as above, so below, as within, so without. That is within each and every one of us, we get that opportunity wherever we find ourselves in our soul growth to expand. Now, I've studied very thickly and have been trained to read the Akashic Records, to learn and understand the Akashic Records, the soul alignment, our soul's blueprint, to learn and understand the physical form, the human design, that this one particular body of mine, yours is different, comes through as this unique expression of source for whatever role it is to hold and contain at this time. Not good or bad, better or worse than any other, just its own uniqueness. And also the beautiful astrological cosmic alignment that literally the stars and the dust make within me, that I appear with specific unique, say, talents or skills to hold and anchor in what my job is. That job doesn't define me. It doesn't make me any more or less whole. It's just the appearance that I have at this moment so that I could become a tool for planet Earth, for humanity, that I chose because responsibility equals power. So I'm speaking very vaguely, but I'm putting out a lot of words to plant a lot of seeds for any who is listening to this, who is continually following in some way. And it may not be that you're following in the language I'm using, but it may be that you're following in the frequency that I'm emitting. Because that's what it is. It's so subtle in the energy that you can't give what's occurring within us, what's eclipsing within many of us, and we'll all eclipse into our truest form on our own, at our own pace, when we utilize the shift in the world in the best way possible for ourselves. But in doing so, we are able to become the creator. We already are a creator. But to become the creator we chose to be, why we appeared in these forms at this time. right now during this eclipse season in December 2021, which December's tomorrow, but 2021, making a massive shift to come on planet Earth that has never existed on this planet before. So much more to come. I'm getting so many downloads in the middle of the night. This is just one thing I want